a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action, it's Minshew. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either. Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And able to find Conley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 5.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. There we go. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Let's go.
On first down, it's Thompson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Greystone, travel.
From the 29, Minshew. The throw taken in by Cole.
Minshew's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a game.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars, nothing.
I got homies that can sleep with them. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like they were popping in. Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Murray. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
44, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Silver.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson.
Number 25.
The tackle made by Caleb on Chason.
He's brought down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 19-yard line.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D, tighten up. 47's the mic, boys, 47. Check, 49. You.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Minshew sets to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
Now Thompson. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
3 buzz. Hey, 41's mic. 41's.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now Minshew saw something he didn't like, so he's going to call a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Two times. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The Texans' 11-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
He's stopped right there. 4 down.
It'll be Minshew again. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
We got 4. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Check 43. Check 26. Coming. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. SOS.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Go.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. On the slant, this is Chark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
Makes the score Texans 27, Jaguars 7.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Texans 41, Jaguars 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
Ready. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Big grip.
Minshew, 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down, Jaguars.
Come on, set, 8, read. Pilot, 64, weak.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Mike spoke both. Let's go, let's go.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Deshaun Watson.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Becomes twice as difficult now.